cook it directly into the sauce, it's going to dry out very quickly. So again, take the legs off. So always a good idea to pull the leg apart from the breast. Look for that skin, and we're going to cut towards the leg end so we have more skin on the breast. So again, just cut that open, and then, so whenever you're taking the leg off, first thing you need to do is just to cut the skin. So don't cut into the meat, just release the skin so that you separate the breast from the leg. And then same thing, look for that joint. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that joint out. You can see there, that's come out. And then with that little lump, so once you've disconnected the skin, basically your goal is to follow that line and get around the chicken oyster as well. So if you cut too far in, then you kind of cut too far in this way, and then you have to come up again. And it kind of gives you a really weird shape. So that's why I only disconnect the skin so you can pull this apart. Because the leg, like the meat is not connected to the bone here anyways. So if you disconnect the skin, it all comes apart anyways. So once you have that, you can see where the oyster is, and then we're just going to cut the skin, follow that shape, go around the oyster, and then along the backbone. So that is your leg off. So for this one, we don't need the excess skin, so don't worry about that. We can put that into our stock. And then, so we're going to separate the drumstick from the thigh. Trick with that is just to follow, so don't cut from the skin side because you can't really tell until you have a good experience. You don't really know where the joint is. Flip it around, look for this line of white fat. So if you just put your knife along that line, it's right on the joint. Okay, so you need to understand that the joints, where the joints and knuckles, where the bones connect, is where all the sinews and tendon lead to. So all the sinews and tendons, their job is to hold the muscles on the bone. So all those tendons lead to the joint. So any lines of fat or white usually means there's like a connective joint there. All right, so we're gonna leave the chicken breast on the bone, but we only want, like, we don't want this half of the carcass, we only want the half that we're working on. So just gonna go ahead and cut this off. So same with the bottom, just go in from under here, between the wing and the neck, cut through there. And then that is our carcass off, with our breast still on the breastbone. Okay? And then from here now we can cut this into 2 pieces, and that'll give us our saute cut. So go there. Just chop through the bone. So we have 2 halves of our breast. So as soon as I'm done this, I'm just gonna get this straight onto the stock or the stove so I can cook my steak. Okay, so that is your saute cut. Should get 4 pieces. Is 2 pieces of breast, 2 pieces of leg, thigh and drumstick separate, breast with your bone still on it, and the wing attached.